All right, so back in Can Jam 2024, I had already received my Raven. It was my soulmate. Loved it. Now we're talking about the Empire Ear Raven. And when I got to Can Jam New York, there was another Raven. There was the AME Raven. And these are my notes on it. Wow, very good sounding IEM. Good bass, not EE Raven level, but enough. Mids have strength with voices. Treble is nice and extended. Natural and neutral sound. Nothing sticks out. Really nice all arounder. So, AME has the Musa. We've done the review on that. And they've got other IEMs, but the Raven still stuck in my head as very good, and it was something that I would love to revisit. Well, the great, awesome, amazing friend of the channel, A Screaming, has allowed me to listen to his raving. So we are going to do a review today on A Screaming's beautiful AME Raven. All right, so since this is a personal set, we will not be doing our traditional unboxing, but I'll give you the information on the AME Raven. It has 4 electrostats, 8 BAs. It retails for $3,240. This also isn't the cable that comes with it. It is the Beat Audio Oslo MK4. It retails for $1,800. All right, so for a closer up look of the Raven, it is a gorgeous looking IEM. Very good looking IEM, as is the Oslo cable. All right, let's get to fit and finish. So, as you saw before, the Raven is an absolutely beautiful IEM. This isn't the standard cable, but that's okay. It's a great cable, but we're just going to focus more on the IEM. It is on the larger size, medium large, I would say. I haven't had any problems with comfort. It's very light. So, very easy. Multiple hours, many hours of listening without any discomfort. And that's good. All right, so let's talk about sound on the AME Raven. So, it actually would be a perfect complement to the Empire Ear Raven. Empire Ear Raven is W-shaped. It's got this thunderous bass, these mids that are pushed slightly forward, and this treble that's out there in your face, and it can be the just craziest, awesomest sounding IEM, but it's also a sweet sounding IEM. Where the AME Raven is a more neutral set. So they really well complement each other because with AME Raven, you've got this neutrality that isn't in your face, but it exudes all of these technicalities and this just beautiful, natural, organic sound. Like, it's a tour de force in itself, in a sense, because the resolution is just awesome, but it doesn't kill you with that resolution because it sounds natural within the whole spectrum. So when it comes to bass, it's not going to be like bass level bass. It's not going to be the heavy bass, but it's going to be the accurate bass, which represents things beautifully as bass. So bass guitar, you've got guitars, you've got cellos, you've got any low strings. It sounds natural and beautiful, and you feel the vibration. It's really good bass. Even when you want to throw it on something pop like Billie Eilish and you would bury a friend, when it needs to thump, it will thump. It's not going to be bass head level thump, but it's going to be very nice thump. When it comes to the mids, man, so the mids have enough warmth where it's just alive. You've got these beautiful, vibrant mids, strings, trombones, voices, everything sounds natural, organic, beautiful. There's this great separation, so if the tune calls for it, everything's separated in this beautiful, natural, coherent way. It has stunning, stunning mids. Some of the best mids you'll find in an IEM. Like, the mids on this IEM are spectacular. And then when you move to the treble, it flexes again because it's this beautiful, extended, accurate, just awesome sounding treble. And like when you switch to something like Polyphia, does Polyphia well because not only do the guitars sound well, but the cymbals and the drummers sounds just spectacular. Syncato, it's kind of cool because I call it like the subtle cymbals that come in, because it's mainly the guitar, and the guitar sounds wonderful as well. Guitars, string instruments, things like that sound really good on these, just natural, intoxicating in a sense. And so you've got the staccato, you've got him, Charlie Robbins, playing his guitar, and then you've got the cymbal splashes that come in out of nowhere all over the place, and they sound beautiful. Manu Katchu sounds awesome because he just loves that ride cymbal, and then the different types of cymbals he's got. Then if you smooth something to like Yusuf Days, and just to me, what's awesome about the mids of the AME Raven is that they're holographic in a sense. Like if you definitely connect it to an AE4, or sorry, EA4, it just brings out even more of the sound stage. And you've got Yusuf Days, and you've got the bass player Palladino, and you've got the fellow Oberlin graduate on the keyboards, Elijah, and it's just awesome. I'm leaving one out, the saxophone player. But it's just multiple layers of just amazing, amazing music, and the AME Raven brings it out. Yiba has a track. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got Questlove playing the drums. It's not Autumn. What is it? Anyway, but it's kind of a retro sounding tune, and her voice is beautiful. The drums sound awesome, and it's really cool because you'll hear the bass and the guitar playing in this ear, and the voice is just in both ears, and it's a very melodic, beautiful 70s type vibe, and it sounds great. Stuff like, if you go, because I like You Belong to Me, both versions with Carly Simon, and then the Doobie Brothers version. Things that are really kind of like organic sounding, 70s sounding, just beautiful sounding. They sound amazing on these. Going to something like Bill Lawrence, especially Bloom. Can't remember which album it's on, but Bloom. You've got this beautiful, it's like he's playing with an orchestra, right? And then he comes in with a piano, and it's just magical. Max Richter, when you start listening to Some Will Fall, it's just, you've got the violin on this side, you've got all the strings playing in the background in a sense, and then you've got the second violin come in, and it's just, like, this is one of these IMs that's an all-arounder that you can listen to all your music, because the neutrality of it just brings out all this detail, macro and micro, everything. Like, you hear everything. Crescendos, decrescendos, like, it's just a phenomenal sounding IM when it just comes to making things sound very natural. Like I said, it's very revealing, but it does it in a way that's very natural, and it's not analytical, even though you can listen to it that way, but it's also very musical, and that's what makes these really special. So is the AME Raven a buy? If you are looking for a neutral set that's very revealing, that you get to hear everything that you want to hear in your music, that musical also, though, in a sense where it's not so analytical that you're getting swept up in listening for this or listening for this, but you're able to hear everything in a coherent way, in a beautiful way, in a natural way, then yes, these would definitely be a good IM for you. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video.